Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 01.07.2026. Current time is 05:48 a.m. We're early. Yes, 2 days in a row we're early with no sound issues. Time is 05:48 a.m. Eastern time here in upstate New York, southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside on this Wednesday morning, a great Wednesday morning, hump day on January 7th, 2026. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, um, using Rumble Studios for the Wednesday morning coffee for this 01.07 point. Oh, I got 2025. How come I didn't get 2026? Ooh, that's not good. Let's see. Yep, I got to change that. There's always one thing, folks. Always one thing. But good morning. I hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. Let's change that over there. Um, it's always one thing. We had some sound issues Monday, but they seem to be sorted out. But I can't get the freaking year right. Well, it's the start of the new year, so that's understandable. Okay, let's just go ahead and change that there on that's 6. Because I know we'll get somebody in there. Hey, it's 2026, not 2025. It's like, yeah, I know. I'm a bonehead. And let's change this real quick. Okay, let's see. Let's go over to the Twitch side. And change it real quick. Oh, it's the 7th there. How come? Huh. That's interesting. What's it over on YouTube? Good morning, Tony D. Tony D's in the house. Good morning, Tony. So I see in the chat there on the. It said, "How come?" Let me check my notes here. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Let's see. No, I hit 2025. I forgot to change. I forgot to change the date. Okay, so it says 2026. What's it on YouTube? Let's see. Let's check the YouTube out. Let's bring YouTube up here. Good morning, Tony D. Tony D is in the house, coming in from Warner Robins, Georgia. Salute to you, my friend, coming in on the YouTube side. And yeah, I was just going to get to that. The missus is just getting up there, Tony. She says good morning, but I see you say salute, hashtag positive start to the day, and good morning to the missus. She's just getting out of bed right now. And I want to say hello to the 3 folks that we have on Rumble right now. Thank you, Rumble. Rumble rocks. And 1 person over there on local. We have our 1 person on local. We have nobody on YouTube yet. Well, Tony was there, and 3 people on Twitch so far as that goes. So I want to say good morning to you all. And let me check my YouTube here as far as the title there. I got the wrong date, and I'm pretty sure that's the wrong date there because it took off of the it took off of the what I put in Rumble. Yep, 2025. So I'm gonna have to change that. I'm gonna have to change that when I can't change it. I can't change it when the stream is going. So we'll change it. So nothing's perfect, and so the people, if they come in on YouTube, say, "Hey, it's 2026." Yeah, I know. I just can't change the date right now. And I just tweeted it all out here. Let me see if I can change. Yeah, I can change this real quick on the Facebook. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. I don't have it on the majority of the things here because I can always repost on the other. I post to like 12, 13 different other platforms. I got 3 Facebooks I post to. I post to Twitch or post to X, Truth Social, Gitter, Parler. What's this one? What's this one called? Pickaxe. It's a pre-launch right now. Gab, Blue Skies, and I posted over on my Discord, and I also post on a blog as far as that goes. So I'm all over the place. I'm back in the swing of things here, folks. Okay, so we got it on that one. And thank you. I see the notification for the like on the Facebook, Tony. Even though I'm not broadcasting on Facebook, and for the reason that I'm just streaming it down this 2026. But thank you for the like. I did notice the like, and I will recognize that, Tony. Thank you very much, my friend, and I appreciate that. Over on the Fireman Rich, a real Fireman Rich Facebook page, which is working out really well, I guess. But I just don't want to live stream there because the stream only stays up. They take it down just like they do on Twitch. And unlike Twitch monetizes me. Facebook doesn't, so I'm not gonna broadcast there. I guess I can. That's what Rumble does. It gives you the opportunity to broadcast to. I had up as much as 7 platforms. We're on 4 though right now, and I think that's more than enough. Okay, let's see. We got to get this one. This is on the private Facebook. And then I do have another public Facebook. It's called the Tioga Fire Protection, Fire Prevention. I don't do much on that Facebook page, just rehash. And I think I've got 3 Twitch or X accounts, but I don't really do much on those either. So I don't really post that much on them unless I feel like it and stuff. Facebook has, let's see, Tony says, hang on, Tony. I'm just changing this one last date. I see your comments here. Let's get to comments are important for live stream, but let's see the first one. Panthers, Bears, Jags. I'm not taking any. I'm done. It's over. I'm not taking any more. Brian asked about if I was doing play. I'm not doing playoffs. I was a little disappointed in week 18. I got. I'll send you the thing. I guess when I tabulate it and stuff like that. I'll only send it to you. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm not doing any more. It's just a regular season. But Brian was asking me about playoffs. I said, Brian, no, I'm not going to do that. And plus, I didn't get your Week 18 picks. But don't feel bad because I didn't get them from Ted or Michael. So that was sort of, I don't have to, I'm not their mothers to remind them. So, I got your picks. I'm going to probably calculate it. For all intents and purposes, it's all done. And you say no problem. Yeah, that's what I say. Lots of laughs. I could have sent him a message. I know you were live with Michael, and I said to him, I was in his broadcast when you were live with him. I say, hey, Michael, before week 18, I said, I need your picks. I'm not going to, just to say, oh, I gave you my picks during my broadcast. I'm not going to go listen to a 2-hour broadcast to get your picks. Send a DM. I'm not going to go scurry all over the place. And I guess let's just say not getting the picks from Ted, Michael, and Brian. I don't think I'm going to do this next year. I don't think I'm going to do it. I think this is my last year doing that, Tony. But let's see. I'm cutting down multi-streaming too. Not getting enough out. Well, it's you're showing a presence, but you showed capability. So if I'm just, it's not working. Facebook takes down the broadcast, and then I have to put a link up there and stuff. I don't want to do that anymore. So I might just go with putting the link. The same is on X. X Live is like that too. They leave it up there and then they shrink it down to just a link post and stuff. They don't keep the picture up unless you put a picture up there. But after it's up there for 20 minutes, if you're a premium, you can't edit anymore. And but you're not getting enough out of it like I planned or was hoping to get. Yeah. Well, I'll still promote it and stuff. I'm still on the platform and stuff like that. So yeah, and you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you've been streaming long enough. You've been streaming long enough. But I hope you're doing well this morning. I know you're at the day job. You got there. We're starting early. We started early. It's 2 days in a row. I started early, so it might be the excitement that I do have a package coming in. I got notified yesterday. Oh my God, am I happy about this? And I have been alluding to it, and you might be figuring on what it is. I posted. Oh, did you hear about John Harbaugh fired from the Ravens, Tony? That was yesterday. That's breaking news yesterday. I was like, oh my God, that threw me for a loop. I wonder if the Steelers lost, the firing of the coaches would have been reversed as far as that goes. Let me bring up my Twitter here. Before we get going, we started early, so let me go ahead and bring this down first. And let's see, let's bring up the Twitch. Yeah, this right here, this was shocking here yesterday, as far as that goes. He's fired. This gentleman is fired. It was on Bleacher Report yesterday. I posted this up an hour after post. Oh, by the way, I do have. Oh shit! Coffee spilt all over the place here. Oh, let me get a napkin here. I just spilt it a little bit, a few drops. Yeah, it's not like I spilled the whole. The missus thinks she thinks I'm a klutz. I am really, actually. So I just got a few drops here. Okay, here in the. But yeah, he was fired. That's I do have the morning coffee, and the morning coffee is tasting outstanding this morning. Outstanding, the morning coffee. It would not be a morning coffee or a hashtag positive start to the day or hashtag PSTDD if we did not have the coffee, because it says Wednesday morning coffee. We got to have the coffee. So he was fired. So that was like, wow, you know? So they're already making changes and stuff like that. So it's just, that was, but the thing I wanted to get to is what I have coming in today. And what that is this little gem of a going back. I had one of these 40 years ago, folks. I still have it. It's upstairs. They're not in the attic. It's in the side room now. But I had one. It's my very first computer, a Commodore 64. And there she is. That's what she looks like right there, the Commodore 64. They have a new version of it out. It's called the Commodore 64 Ultimate. And I got notification yesterday that this baby is coming in this morning between 8 and what's it say there? 8 and 2:10 p.m. from FedEx. It touched down in out there in Illinois, I think it was, or someplace. And I'll be getting one of these, and I may have an unboxing. I might live stream an unboxing this afternoon. But then again, I've got a chess appointment. I play chess every Monday with my neighbor, but the local library is they're trying to start up a chess club. So I'm going to visit the local library to see what the chess club is all about. Maybe play a game of chess this afternoon. But this thing's coming in, and I will have an unboxing. I'm not going to save the unboxing for Friday. I said I would unbox it, but I will show it Friday when I have it, because I'll be playing around with this. I'll be staying up late tonight watching. So I got this gem. This is my Christmas present. I ordered this back October 11th, and it was actually the last day of the first batches that was supposed to go out, but I guess was a little delayed to after Christmas. So let's see, October 11th, November 11th, December 11th. So it's about 2.5 months. Well, a little more than 2.5, almost 3 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 days shy of, you might as well say 3 months. But it's well worth it. This thing, if you Google Commodore 64 Ultra, and then you go to Commodore International, Commodore is a real thing now. They're back. There's a gentleman, I can't remember the YouTuber. He is the CEO, and he gathered all the folks together. They got all the patents. The majority, I think there's one patent that is not being used for computers by some Italian company that they're trying to get, but all the patents are gathered except Amiga. But Commodore is back. They got 3 versions of this. This is the low-end version, which this is like the original, except for the F keys. They were the same color as the regular keys, but this version. But it packs a lot more, folks. You can hook this up to the internet. You can use any old programs with a disk drive, a 1541 Commodore disk drive, which I have a couple of those. Hopefully they're still working. Tim Fan40, yo, how you doing? Good morning. How you doing? Glad to see that. Congratulations on your new job. And you're wondering, how the hell does he know? Well, I got bored yesterday, and I was looking at a couple live streams and stuff like that. And you made a comment on certain broadcasts that you got a new job. So congratulations on your new job. Yeah, I watch. I lurk. I don't really care for the individual, but I know the individual probably does the same, or else one of his family members does, or something like that. Um, but and you say good, and yes, sir, lots of laughs. See, you know, yeah, yes, sir. So, and I hope you and your new missus are doing good too, as far as that goes. And do appreciate it. But I'm going to be getting one of these things today, and I'm really stoked about it because this was my first computer back when I was still in the Air Force. This made me look like a computer whiz, I guess. I got the printer and all that, and I heard that. I heard you got benefits. Benefits are always good, especially when you got you just got married and stuff like that. That's a good thing, Tim. And I say congratulations to you, sir, as far as that goes, and thanks. And you're welcome. And that's good. And hopefully it'll be a lot better. Is it doing the same thing? Is it doing the same thing, Tim? Tim Fan 40 for you folks. He's on the YouTube there, as you can see from the comments. He's a contractor out there in Michigan, and he installs insulation, which can get a little messy. Make sure you wear your breathing protection, Tim, and make sure your crew does. I'm not sure if you're doing the same job or if it's similar. He is in construction though. He's a contractor construction. So I'm figuring it's along the same lines and stuff like that, which he has benefits now. That's a cool thing. That's a good thing. And it's maintenance. Okay, no, that's good. That's good. That's long term. That's good. Very good, sir. That's good. That's that's nothing. Probably the best maintenance technician. Okay, because when I was working at the day job, I've told you many times, I've interfaced and I worked with and accommodated a lot of contractors that worked on the job site where I worked at a day job, and a lot of those, a couple of them, let's just say the company would snag them for maintenance, which was okay. They had that, that thing where they were in the union. So there was a couple of them that's like, oh, I don't know, because I'll be giving up the union, but they looked at the long term. So they went with the company and stuff. And the company loved them because they were, but the unions, oh, they were pissed. The unions could get really pissed. For 200 units, wow. Okay, you're going to be busy. You'll be busy. Okay. Um, you fixed like 30 shower valves a day. And probably they were all the same issues with the. Well, they were probably worn out from the last maintenance guy that updated them. So you're the new guy. Congratulations, though, Tim. So the Commodore 64 is coming in today. We possibly may have a unboxing. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of unboxings already on YouTube. But there's a lot of good information. Go ahead and Google Commodore 64 Ultimate. That's the new one. It does the same thing that the old one did 40 years ago. My old one, and let's see. Yep, that's as far as they're the same issue. Okay, there's a pattern there, so it makes it easier, I guess, to change them out. You know exactly what's wrong with them. But my old one does not work. I'm working at trying to bring that back to life, but it's a matter of this is the insides of the new one is a lot different than the old one. The old one is just chock full of a lot of computer chips, where this is more circuitry and stuff like that. And as far as that goes, I used to have that system. Oh, used to have a Commodore 64. This is the new one. It's this one cost me $300. It's about the same price that I paid for the first one I got back in 1984. That was 40 years ago, about 39, 40 years ago. No, 41, over 40 years ago. I got it, and it cost me $300. I think the disk drive cost me $200. So it pretty much, because you need a disk drive or else you could use a tape system. They had a tape system. You could connect to a tape system on this thing, and I might look at that. I'm looking at eBay for some for Commodore tape. I think you can use any type of tape recorder. You just got to get the connection because they used to, when they had computers, they would use tape. And I've got the old floppies, the 5 1/4 floppies with all, and that's my primary thing after getting this is to see if one of my two 1541 disk drives work. If not, try and repair it or try to acquire another one. But I'm going to have a lot of fun with this, and as far as that goes, so it might be sitting over here on top of the laptop because you can HDMI. There's the connectors in the back, or they got two Ethernet. They got an Ethernet, two USB ports, a HDMI as far as that goes, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. This is my Christmas present. It's late, but it was well worth the wait. So I'm like I said, I got an email yesterday that it was it's going to be here between 8 and 2, and I am stoked. I might not take a walk this morning because after I get done with this, is take a shower and then wait for FedEx and stuff like that. Because the missus is going out for breakfast, and I don't want this thing sitting on my front porch. And we don't have a problem with porch pirates, but I just want, as soon as it sits on that, I'm gonna just be out there. I'm gonna be there. The FedEx man is gonna just hand it to me because I'll be looking out the window. That's how excited I am right now and stuff. And Tim says, "Nice, yeah." So, but the missus going out to breakfast with her girlfriends and stuff like that. I guess, was it one or two of them? Yeah, you going out with just one girlfriend or two? Oh, okay, just one. Okay, the other girlfriend's back down in Florida, so she comes up here for the summer and stuff like that. So, so there we have it. I want to get that out of the way, and usually this would be the time I'd be starting at 6:09. Maybe it'll get something in there, but we're going to go ahead and continue here. It's we had the week is going good. I can just say the week is going good. We have some good weather. It was warm yesterday. It's currently, it's 38 degrees, not 37. Oh no, okay, 38 degrees Fahrenheit currently. It's nice. It's a little damp out. We got a little rain. It looks like it's wet out there. It's still dark, but 38 degrees Fahrenheit currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, which is 3.3 degrees Celsius. And oh, we don't want Syria. Let's see. Put that there. So let's see what the weather's going to be like. It's supposed to be warm again today. It got up to 42 yesterday, which was nice. Mrs. was outside burning and stuff like that. So so it's about I think we're supposed to have a high of 40 maybe today. Cloudy with a mixture of rain today and snow. If you know, it's not going to get that cold for snow. During the morning, and then temps near steady in the upper 30s, which means they'll probably hit 40 again today. Winds out of the west by northwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour, same as yesterday. Chance of precipitation, 80%. We'll check the Doppler. Let me check the Doppler here. What's it looking like right now? Let's see. Let's check the local weather. Yep, there's the rain. We got the rain here. This is the weather from Doppler from WBNG. No affiliation with WBNG, but you can see there's rain coming through the southern tier of upstate New York. So it is a little bit damp as far as that goes. And we don't want that. Let's see. Chance of rain 80%. Winds 10 to 15. So that's going to drop the temperature maybe by 5 degrees. The wind, when it's cold out, you got that wind chill factor. Sun will be rising this morning. It rose this morning. It rose yesterday morning at this time, 7:34. So let's see. We got an hour. $24.30, about an hour and a half, I guess. About an hour and a half from now. 7:34 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York. The sun will be rising and be setting at 4:50. We're getting an extra minute every couple of days, so that's a good thing. Our world times and temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:12 a.m. Clear sky, 73 degrees Fahrenheit in Honolulu. I visited there 3 times in my lifetime so far. It's a nice place. Next time I go, I want to go to the Big Island, though. Phoenix, Arizona, where I haven't been to Phoenix at all. I have never been to Arizona, New Mexico, that part of the country and stuff. My sister lives in Phoenix. But Phoenix, Arizona at 4:13 a.m. Passing clouds with clear skies, 54 degrees Fahrenheit in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois at 5:13 a.m. I've been to Chicago quite a few times. Flew out in and out of O'Hare Airport a number of times. Let's see, 37 degrees Fahrenheit in Chicago at 5:13 a.m. In New York City, the concrete jungle, which I've been there quite a few times in my lifetime. Spent many a summers down in Brooklyn. Back in the 60s there when I was a young punk of a kid. 6:13 a.m. It's 6:13 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York. In New York City, it's cloudy. It looks like it's raining a little bit down there in New York City. And 37 degrees Fahrenheit. And let's see, Tony D gave us the weather for down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, where it's currently 56 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty warm. If you experience a week long of cold, icy weather, 56 is really bombing. You're going to get a high of 74. Wow. 74 degrees Fahrenheit for a high down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. 56 for the low, partly cloudy. Thank you, Tony D, for the weather update there down there in Georgia. Double J's. Hey, Happy New Year to you, my friend. Happy New Year. How you doing? Double J's coming in from an undisclosed location from the southern hemisphere, and he is from India. Okay, we're just crossing the pond now, so we're going to have to make sure we give him the temperatures in India because I'm sure he wants to know. He wants to be in the know. What's the temperatures in my home country? I hope you had a happy New Year, happy holidays there, Double J's, and I hope all is going well with you. And glad to have you here, my friend, and coming in on the Twitch side. Thank you, sir. Going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean to London, UK at 11:15 a.m. It's sunny and clear for the most part. Some passing clouds, 39 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italia at 12:15 p.m. It's mangia. It's lunchtime in Milan. Beautiful city. I love Italy. Lived there for 7 years. Sunny and clear, 36 degrees Fahrenheit. And going to the great country of India. That's Double J's home country in New Delhi at 4:45 p.m. in the late afternoon. Sunny with some passing clouds in New Delhi, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And at 4:45 p.m. in Mumbai, India, it's cloudy skies, 82 degrees Fahrenheit there in Mumbai. A little bit warmer, but they're on the coast and they got that humidity. And Double J says, nah, it's not that dramatic weather-wise. It's either raining or hot with a short cold season near the Himalayas. That's pretty much sums up the nothing dramatic. Okay, yeah, but we don't. For us in the Western Hemisphere here, we just like, it's always interesting to see what's going on over there in India and stuff. And I tell you what, one of the things I like about India, Double J's, and I might have told you this before, is the space program that they have there. I love when they do a launch and I watch it live on YouTube and stuff like that. It just reminds me of the United States when we were getting into our, I think they have the capability. They haven't launched any of their own astronauts, have they? That's the thing. Yeah, I think they have full capability. As far as maybe they don't have the logistics and stuff like that involved. Oh, my hair is like out of place here. There it goes. That's better. So I do admire and respect the space program. They make a shot at landing something on the moon and stuff. They came close, but there's a lot going into that. There's a lot of math in there. Okay, continuing to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 7:17 p.m. in their evening. Sunny and clear, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. in Tokyo, Japan at 8:17 p.m. in their evening. Clear skies in Tokyo, 37 degrees Fahrenheit. And let's see. No, they haven't. Okay, as far as launching an astronaut, but they are going to do it. 3 people from the Air Force selected for a manned mission. When is that going to be? Do you know? When is that manned mission supposed to take place? Because I'll put that on the calendar. I'll look for that. I'll live stream that. That's interesting. That would be interesting, as far as them going up and stuff like that. What the particulars are, if you have that there. That's exciting. It's okay. Of course, we're going to be returning to the moon here. Was it next month? I'm not sure when that's going to take place. We'll have to look that up. Let's see. Continue and finishing up with the world times and temperatures. Down under on the great continent and great country of Australia, great friends and allies. In Melbourne, Australia at 10:18 p.m. in their evening, 79 degrees Fahrenheit in Melbourne. And to the east, northeast, I should say, in Sydney, Australia at 10:18 p.m. Clear skies, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. Okay, no details, but yeah, 3 people are selected to go through the train. Okay, so they're in the training stage. Okay, I'll have to get tabs on that. Let's see. Date of moon mission. By USA. Let's see the date for the U.S. The first. Oh, let's see. No, let's see. Date of next. Okay, the next major U.S. Moon mission is NASA's Crew Artemis 2. Artemis 1 just went up and went around and came back. It had a dummy, I think, in it. But its target for launch for no earlier than February 5th, 2026. And there's 4 astronauts. There's 1 female, 3 males. And they're going to be going up and they're going to orbit around. And I guess the orbit is going to be such, like, here's the moon. They're going to go way out and back. It's going to be a very elliptical orbit as far as that goes. And no, we're going to dismiss that. We don't need that. So February 5th to send astronauts on a lunar flyby with the first crew landing will be Artemis 3, planned for next year, 2027 or later, aiming for the lunar South Pole. The first U.S.-led robotic moon lander, Blue Origin's Blue Moon Pathfinder, is also slated for early 2020. See, I think that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for Blue Origin to get the lunar lander and stuff. So I'm a space nut, folks. I like the space. Okay, so there's our world times and temperatures as I speak. We do have a national day today. Let's see. Yesterday was shortbread. Let's see, shortbread. I like shortbread. Shortbread is good. We're right on schedule here. Oh, let's see. We have National Bobblehead Day. Never got those bobbleheads. Every time I would go to like the old Shea Stadium or Yankee Stadium, it was always on a day they didn't have bobblehead. What's this? National Tempu Day? What's Tempu? We're going to go with National Bobblehead Day because those bobbleheads are pretty cool, especially with the baseball players. January 7th. Today, we're going to go with National Bobblehead Day. Let's see. Hashtag, because baseball season is going to be coming up in a couple months, right? Spring training, end of March, I think. So that's what? That's 2 months? 2.5 months away? 3 months? Hashtag National Bobblehead Day. Each year, January 7th, National Bobblehead Day recognizes a day of celebrating for all spring-connected head bobble figures. So it's something to get ready for spring. That's what we got to look for. We're talking about winter. Oh, God, it sucks. No, spring's just around the corner, folks. For over 100 years, bobbleheads have been entertaining and fascinating fans and collectors. They came in a variety of shapes and sizes, too. Bobbleheads, commemorative, iconic teams, movie and cartoon characters individually. They represent some of the most exciting athletes and thrilling televisions and movie characters. So it's either a sports figure or I think I wouldn't be surprised. The one that comes to mind is Bruce Willis and Die Hard. That's a Christmas movie. Everybody says it's not. It is a Christmas movie. It's early bobbleheads known as bobblers and nodders developed from Germany. Okay, came from Germany. They took root in the United States pulp culture in the 1950s and 60s. Bobbleheads researched in the late 1990s when professional sports teams began using them as promotional items. Today, as a toy and collectible, yeah, some of these collectibles, they can be a good penny, bobbleheads continue to amuse and captivate us. So happy National Bobblehead Day. And they look pretty cool. Some of them are pretty neat. Okay, let's see. Yesterday we had the audio podcast over there on Spotify for Creators, which is part of Spotify. And we talked about something that's going out there in Utah. The big concern for for all these countries for technologies is rare earth minerals. Well, I presented and read an article covering a massive shovel-ready critical minerals deposit. These are real rare earth minerals, just as large as what's over in China has been discovered, and it's found out there in the great state of Utah here in the United States. Largest potential in North America. So this is a place where below the soil in Utah, there's rare earth minerals and elements. These are they recently became they need it. There's a company out there, and it's all shovel ready because they were mining other stuff out there. I don't know what they were mining, but they're already in place to dig up these rare earth minerals, which is good for the United States here. So that was my interesting article yesterday. So we'll be doing another audio podcast tomorrow, and I do live stream the audio podcast here on Rumble only. It's a Rumble only broadcast, along with what's the other one? Hello America, which I'm working on getting one up here. Maybe not this week, maybe next week. There's a lot of stuff going on. I could go get one, but I don't want to do that one. That's a Rumble only. But I do live broadcasts, and I don't put the link out, or do I? No, I don't. So you got to follow me on Rumble and get notification there and stuff. I just I do it as an extra thing. I'm just doing it because it to place it on Rumble. I love Rumble. Rumble rocks, and I do appreciate the folks that are here. We have 3 people on Rumble, as I see over here, 1 person on local, and then we still have 2 people over there on Twitch. Those are my, actually Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube are my 3 main platforms. Local's associated with Rumble, so, and we always have 1 person that comes up on the local. So I'm thinking about that 1 person as far as that goes. But I put the hot link over on Twitch and Facebook, so those people, and it's when we were live streaming on X Live, I'm just noticing now, X Live would always have like anywhere from 10 to 15 people. So I put the hot link there, and we don't have any of those 10 to 15 people. So they're strictly over there on the X Live. But I want to be more pro Rumble. Rumble rocks. Rumble is a great platform. Not to say the other ones aren't that great, but you can do a lot here. And to broadcast more than 2 platforms, say on Restream, StreamYard, and Prism Live, if you broadcast more than 2 you got to pay for it. I'm broadcasting 4. I could broadcast 7. I can it's for, so thank you, Rumble. And Rumble's monetizing me as far as that goes. So it's about the same as Twitch. It's not a lot. It's pennies, but I do appreciate it and stuff. It's interesting. That's all part of that live streaming, how it works and stuff like that. I'm fascinated by those people that are real high end. I don't want to go there. No, that's too much. That would be too. I'm retired now. I do this for enjoyment. I like doing this, and I like the folks that come in on the chat and touch base with them. So we'll be doing the audio podcast tomorrow, and next week, I keep on saying about the schedule. Next Tuesday, every other Tuesday, it's every other Tuesday, next Tuesday, the 13th, we'll be doing Mixcloud, where I present 8 songs, and I post it up on the various channel posting place on X, Truth Social, Blue Skies, Gitter, Gab, Facebook. Just Google that Fireman Rich, and you'll see where I'm at on all those other platforms, those fine social media platforms. Okay, I guess it's time for 100 years ago. Let's go ahead and bring that up from January 5th, which was this past Monday. Let's see, we're doing pretty good with this. We had some problems Monday with the oh, I forgot to bring this up on for the oh, I got the YouTube over there. Let me bring this up. I forgot to bring up my tablet here. The tablet used to be on Twitch, or no, used to be on X. Now I have it on YouTube, even though I have YouTube over here on the. I like keeping Twitch on this one. Okay, there we go. And that was the culprit Monday. It was the I had a jack plugged into the tablet that was into the soundboard, the Behringer 802 soundboard. Okay, let's do 100 years ago and see what happened here in the southern tier of upstate New York 100 years ago. And there she is. And this is as of January 5th. And this is 100 years ago. It would be, what, 1926. So here we go.
And tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Delivering that news for us now is Broome County historian Roger Luther, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, George F. Johnson will leave this week with Mrs. Johnson for their winter home in Seabreeze, Florida. A group of his close friends are holding a farewell party for him tonight at the Arlington Hotel. The new radio broadcasting station, WKGB, has now been moved out of the Arlington Hotel in Binghamton and relocated to the Strand Theater in Endicott. Thousands of people attended the opening of the Billy Sunday Revival yesterday in the new Tabernacle at Washington and Susquehanna Streets. And finally, a 16-year-old Carroll Street girl was arrested yesterday after she was caught robbing the poor box in St. Mary's Italian Church on Holly Street. That was the news, January 5th, 1926.
Oh, it's not the boys that are getting in trouble. It's the young ladies that are getting in trouble. It's like, oh my God, what is going on? A 16-year-old girl. She's robbed the poor box in St. Mary's Italian Church, which is still there in Binghamton. My God, what do we have Monday for January 2nd? It was some boys that were stealing cigarettes, candy, and gum, as far as that goes. So that was the big news back then. Then thousands of people attended the Billy Sunday. Billy Sunday, he was a big influence on Billy Graham, I was told by our good friend Liberty, who's up there in the Niagara Buffalo area and stuff like that. Big influence. He was a evangelist, and was it 100 years ago? It's George F. Johnson. He was always in the news because he was always contributing to the community. He is a good man. He was the founder, CEO, president of Endicott Corporation, the Endicott Johnson Shoes. Him and Mr. Watson, who brought the birthplace of IBM there in Endicott. They were both in Endicott. Very, very influential peoples back in the southern tier of upstate New York here back in the 1920s and stuff. And last, but the news radio broadcast station, WKGB, I always thought that was WBNG, but what WKGB is let me bring it here. Let's see, music. WKGB is. Oh, we don't want that. WKGB is the radio station in Binghamton, and I didn't want to bring that up there. Let's see. Hopefully, I don't get tagged for it. We did get. I did notice our last broadcast of 2025. There was a little music there, and I guess Twitch blocked it out or something like that. Okay, WKGB is a radio station that's still in effect. It's 92.5 Binghamton Rock, and Binghamton's Rock. It's a rock and roll channel. So 100 years ago, it got its start. It was in the Arlington Hotel in Binghamton, and then they recoded to Strand Theater. So, but WKGB is what happened there? Is WKGB FM branded as 92.5 KGB is a commercial radio station licensed in Conklin, New York, okay, which is just outside of Binghamton on the east side, and serves greater Binghamton area. It airs active rock format, and WKGB FM carries this national syndicated program of Rover's Morning Glory. They're fun. They're funny in the AM drive time. So no affiliation with WKGB, but I listen to their music, and it's a pretty good radio station. It is a great radio station. So we do appreciate that as far as that goes. So they were just starting 100 years ago, and they're still around. I don't think they were rock and roll back in 1926, but they were definitely around as far as that goes, and such. Let's see. Now we have we know why Mrs.'s friends went to Florida. It's it precedes set as 100. Oh yeah. Well, back then, Mr. Johnson, he was pretty rich. But he gave he provided for the community. He was a very outstanding gentleman, and I guess he was one of those snowbirds that could do that back in the day. Yeah, the missus's girlfriend there, she's from this area. She's from the Southern Tier, but she goes down there. She lives actually down there in Florida and stuff like that. So she gets away from the cold weather. She's older. She's about the same age as me and the missus, and the missus said, "Well, why don't we do that? I don't want to go down to Florida. There's tornado. There's hurricanes down in Florida. I don't want one. They're like the tsunamis. I know you're familiar with the tsunamis there, Double J's. I've been through a couple tsunamis when I was in the Philippines there back in my Air Force days. So I see one of those stories as, no, I'm staying away. I'll take the cold. Let's see other things that were in history on this day. It was on this day in 1927, the first transatlantic telephone call was made from New York City to London. And here's one about the Harlem Globetrotters. They're coming to Binghamton here, but the Harlem Globetrotters, back in 1927, they started, okay, played their first basketball game and would combine athleticism and comedy to create a world-renowned traveling show. And we got them coming to Binghamton. Let's see. Tasmania is deadly. It's the calm before the storm. The waves go back. The waves going back. Oh, I think that is you meant in. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, when the waves go back into the ocean, that's a bad sign. Yeah, I know. I remember the big earthquake that it hit the coast of India, but also Malaysia. That, oh my God, the people were just like, and the animals were already going to high ground. They knew what was going on. That is a dead giveaway sign. Exactly. We know about that now because that's happened a couple times here, Double J. So, but let's see. The Harlem Globetrotters played their first basketball game. They're coming to Binghamton. We talked about them being here on Monday. There was a news article. Maybe there'll be a follow-up. Let's see. And on this day in 1610, Galileo observed the 4 largest moons on Jupiter for the first time and named them. So the 4 are known as Galilean moons. And I've seen them too with my telescope that used to sit back here, but it's in the bedroom now in the corner. I gotta break that out. What's with my hair? It's trying to part, and I don't want it to part. So there it goes. Let's see what else in history here. We'll finish that up, and then I got to take a break. I think I need some more coffee. Let's see. But today is no, it's not Thursday. Today is the 7th. That's not Thursday. Today is Wednesday. Today is Thursday, January 7th, the 7th day of, that's 2021. We don't want that. What the hell went there? Let's see. We want this one. Okay, there it is. That's the proper one. Let's see. Yeah, in 1610, astronomer Galileo observed four of the Jupiter moons for the first time. In the 1955s on this day, singer Marie Anderson became the first Black American to sing with the Metropolitan Opera in New York. And I don't know what the name is, some opera thing. In 1979, I remember this happening. Vietnamese forces captured Cambodia capital Phnom Penh, overthrowing the Khmer Rouge government, which was probably a good thing, even though they weren't really. Vietnam's a pretty good country now, I guess. They've settled in, even though they're still communists and stuff like that, I think. But that's it. Vietnam War. That was really bad for the people back in the day. Okay, so that's our history for the day, or as far as that goes. So we're cruising right along. It's 6:39. Wow, we'd just be starting. I'm liking getting up early, so I'm trying to make it a point to get up early. So we'll be starting, until it wears off, I guess. I got to get some more coffee here and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and take a little break. And get some more coffee here. And so we will be right back. Just hang in there, folks, and we will be returning in a couple minutes. Let's see. Let's make sure this is on the loop. And let's see. Bubblegum Ball Game. we're back. We're back here for the Wednesday morning coffee for 01.07.2026. I had 25, but I changed that. But it still shows it until I change it. Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, using Rumble Studios and broadcasting out to locals, Twitch, and YouTube. And it's Wednesday, hump day. Hope everybody's having a great start, first week of the year, as far as that goes. And let's see, Double just says, did you get your Xmas gift for yourself? And you were telling us in the new year when you, you weren't here at the beginning of the broadcast, Double J's. I got notification, as far as that goes, let me show you what it is. I probably may have an unboxing today on Rumble only. Let me go ahead and bring this up. I got it over on X. Let me go ahead and bring this up here real quick. Double J's wasn't here, so but the item I'm getting, and Tim Fan40 had one of these, and what that is this is what I'm getting. If you were watching my X stream, you could probably figure what it is. I'm getting it with the new Commodore 64 Ultimate. Commodore is back, folks. They've been back since last summer. They got the company back together. I can't think of the YouTuber. There's a YouTuber that got it back together, and all the old people that used to work for the high ups, they work for Commodore now. It's called Commodore International. They got all the the patents and all that, and except one from I think there's a company in Italy that's using one, but it's a Commodore Ultimate, and it's an updated. I had one of these. My very first computer was a Commodore 64 back in 1984, which is about 40 years ago, 40 years plus, and I still have it. It's upstairs in the attic. Well, not really the attic. It's it's in a closet upstairs. But it doesn't work because it's all chip technology. This is more updated. It can use all the old paraphernalia, things that go with Commodore and stuff like that. And this has HDMI capability. It's going to be hooked into the big screen here, and it can connect to the internet. It's basic. And Double just says, "Wow, that's." Down the memory lane. Yeah, it's coming back. It made a comeback. And I tell you what, Double J's, go ahead and search on YouTube Commodore 64 Ultimate, and you'll see what it's about. You should see the motherboard on this. It's very clean. There's actually a circuit board on top of the motherboard. That's the Commodore and stuff like that. But it's more advanced. Is it the same as the old Commodore? Yes and no. It's more modern now. The only difference, this is what it looks like. The one I'm going to be getting. They came in 3 fashions. This was the basic one for $300, and I think for $400 you got the clear case that had all the lights, and then they have the gold one for $500. But they all do the same, so I'm not paying any extra. I wanted one that looks like the original, and this is it looks exactly. And yeah, what a trip. Yeah, that exactly. As far as I gathered that. Double J's, but this is what I'm going to be getting. I got notification yesterday that it will be delivered today by FedEx between I didn't say it wasn't 8, it was 10. Okay, 10 and 2. Okay, how come I thought it was 8? No, it's between 10 and 2. So I wanted to another reason of getting up early, the motivation, get the broadcast done, go ahead and get ready for the morning, go take a walk, and then come back. The missus will be gone. I'll be camped out on the porch there because I'm going to be there. The FedEx is going to hand me that. I'll be looking for it. So I thought I'd get notification on the email, and it'd be like another four days to a week or something like. But it's coming in from a central location there out in central United States in Illinois, and I think there's another place that ships it out in Delaware or something like that. But they're manufactured in China. But Commodore, the Commodore International Company, they have a Facebook page, an X page, and I follow them. And I'm stoked because this was the very first computer. And when I was in the Air Force, I used this. And when I was able to get the disk drive, there's a 1541 disk drive. I have 2 disk drives that There should be able to hook up to this with no problem. I've got a printer. I just got to get a new printer ribbon, a dot matrix printer. But I had that set up when I was Air Force. I would do my reports on this, and this before computers were involved in the Air Force in the early 80s. And they dubbed me a computer whiz. I didn't know what the frick I was doing. So Double J says, yep, that out of delivery message, they don't come that fast after. This is very specific because Commodore said they were going overboard to make sure they get there very quickly, and that's a specific time right there. So FedEx here in the United States, Double J's, I don't know about other countries, but I know when they give you a time, that's a time frame that it's going to be delivered. There's no delay. So this thing will be delivered between that time. I guarantee you. FedEx is pretty decent here in the United States when they want it, and so is UPS as well as Amazon. Amazon is probably the best. Okay. FedEx, it may be a day. If it's a day, it's okay. But see, I've had things being delivered from FedEx where I didn't get that specific time. That's a specific time, so it's going to be delivered. And I looked at the, it looks like it's all set. Yeah, FedEx is American home-based. Yeah, but FedEx is worldwide. Ooh, I put honey in here. It tastes really good. I don't get many packages, but when I do order something, I get it fairly quickly. I mean, I remember days back when I'd order something. This is before Amazon. It would take like a month and a half. Where if I paid like an extra $10, it would get there the next day or something like that. I thought that was a gimmick, but FedEx has come a long way, and I should have no problem getting this today and stuff. I'm pretty stoked. Just getting the message. I thought, I get the message because it kept on. It was still for since they started shipping them, it was right in the beginning of November. And I was supposedly in the first batch, but because I ordered the last day of the first batch that got sent out, that was supposedly get all out before Christmas. But because I was a tail end, I guess I went into that second batch of deliveries. And the second batch, they were telling Commodore International was saying the second batch that comes out will be January. The second batch of orders was January, February. So I guess I was right there the day before, but I might as well say I was in the next block of deliveries. So I'm very stoked at getting this. I've watched a lot of YouTubes. I already have some commands like what is it? Let's see. To copy on the Commodore, you hit the Commodore key and C to highlight. You copy, and to paste is the Commodore key and V. So that's a copy and paste. What's the other command? To do a soft restart, because there's a toggle button on the side that gives you the main screen to get you back to the ultimate main screen. If you hit what is that? Commodore 64 key. The Commodore 64 key, which is on the lower left, and the restore button, which is in the upper right, that gets you to the main screen, the main menu screen. So that's a soft reboot. So I already have some key commands already that I'm getting refamiliarized and stuff. So this is going to be fun because I'm just hoping I've got two 1541 disk drives, and I'm hoping at least one of them, when I hook it up, it's able to work. So because I've got a whole bunch of floppies, I have over 2,000 8-bit games that I can play around with. This kept me very busy. This kept me out of the bar back in the early day. And the missus says nowadays she would have known what she knows now about me being on the computer and stuff. She probably would have dropped me like a rock. You just say that jokingly, right?
What?
Yeah, if you knew what you knew now about me on the Commodore 64.
Oh, yeah.
because she was surprised I bought this. Because it's that's $300 right there. It goes $300. I think shipping was $19. I had to pay a $10 tariff because it's coming out. There's a tariff on it, which I don't mind. It's only $10 and stuff like that. So, but it ended up being about with tax and stuff like that about $350. And Double J says lots of floppy drives. Most people don't know what those are now. Yeah, I know. I said go ahead and Google it. I have a whole bunch of those floppies, Double J. I might even have a bunch of blank ones too and stuff. I used to. What's the command? It's you type load $** comma 8 comma 1 to load up the first program on the disk. I remember that one. I used it so many times and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. This is going back, and I want to say right out, thank you, Commodore International. I can't think of the YouTuber that. Let me see if I can bring it up. Let me bring up the Commodore page. Hang on for a minute. Okay, hang on for a minute because it's in my queue here. Let me bring up the Commodore 64 page. It's Commodore.net. Okay, so okay, there it is. Yeah, there it is. That's the clear bin with the lights that change, and you can see the back. You can see through it. Look at that motherboard. That's a clean motherboard. And then the next one, that's the gold. That's the $500 one. So that's a $500. It has a lot of signatures. There's there's signatures that are signed. It's clear, but it's all gold. I went with the basic, what they call the brown bread bin. That's the brown bread bin. But there's let's go ahead and play this.
There's many times when I think of you and all those things that you used to do. But the harder I think, the more it seems to be that only you meant for me. You live in a complicated world, but it's simple. You knew you're ready. I'll be waiting there for you, and we can start
Part 2.
When you're ready, I'll be waiting for you.
Retro gaming, modern power. Grab yours now while stocks last at Commodore.net.
The Commodore, there it is. Unplug the chows, return to Pixel. So there it is, the Commodore 64. And let's see, compatible with 10,000 original retro grain cartridges and more RAM, 48 hertz turbo boost. It has Wi-Fi, game transfer, US cassette. It's a whole bunch. I was thinking, no, that's not a Twitch ad. No, that's one of the Commodores there on the Commodore page. Let me go ahead and give you here's the team. This is the team of Commodore. These are the original guys that for the team for Commodore International. These people were with the original Commodore. And I'll go to here's the gentleman right here. This is the gentleman, the co-founder, CEO, Perry Frantic, Christopher Simpson. He's a YouTuber from Florida. He's the one that ramrod this whole thing. He's on YouTube. It's Retro something, his YouTube channel. But all these people, he's the one that got it started. and the focal point of getting it all going. He is a co-founder, CEO, and all these other people. They used to work for Commodore. You got all these people. These are all old Commodore folks. So the original team is in place, and as far as that goes, and I say the same thing. Double J's, hats off to them bringing back and made it, and it's taken off. People are buying these things. There is a big following and stuff like that. So for $350, you just get the basic one. If you had a Commodore 64, I think I'm looking forward to this very much so. Let's see. Do we have any news? No news. They got a press release. This isn't a bad press and play. What's press and play? Oh, okay. Here's something. They got included is this disc. It looks like a cassette, but it's actually a USB. Every Commodore 64 Ultimate comes with an exclusive USB cartridge. You plug it in the back on one of the ports, loading up over. There's 100 games. Bless you. 100 games demos. So they give you some stuff. Here's all the games that are on that disc. So even though I don't have my disk drive, I can load up games, and you can load. I'm looking at how you can transfer games from there's a process of transferring games that you may download on a PC into the Commodore format. Let me see. Let me go to the store. Here's the store. And there's the binge. There's the price. Yeah, okay. The Commodore 64 basic binge beige is $349. Might want to sell it $350. The Starlight edition, that's the one that has all the lights. That's $399. And the gold ultimate, I mean, you get certificates and all that. That's $5 something. Let me bring this one up. This is the one I got. And there it is. Okay, that's how it looks like. You got the Commodore logo. It's the same as the old Commodore. And they used to. And here's the box. The box is just it's a little more rectangular than square, but the box is great where it comes in on. There's the keyboards. There's the Commodore key right there. You can use PayPal. I used PayPal. Had no problem. Was very smooth operation. There she sits. Let's look at this video. Look at that motherboard. It's a clean motherboard. Is that it? Is that the whole video? Yeah, I guess it is. You got the keyboard, and then that's the motherboard right there. And there's you can see a small card off to the left there. That's what it looks like. There it is right there. You can see there, all the Commodore stuff is on this thing right here. It's a card that you fit in, and then you have a on the back here. That's HDMI, the Ether port, and 2 USB ports right here. There used to be a Commodore connection. This is where you connect your monitor and your disk drive, and then you have a cartridge feed here, and then that's where a tape connection is. No, this is the tape connection. There's a microphone. These things right here are for SID chip. I could take the old SID chip out of the old Commodore and put it on there. And I can also take the old keyboard. And if I want to use the old keyboard, I can plug it in right there and use my old keyboard. So it's got a lot of things going for it. There's connections right there. You can see right here, there's the two, those are the USB ports, Ethernet to connect to the, and you can get bulletin boards. That's the thing. I can re-explore the bulletin boards. It's not going to be graphic like a regular computer or PC or even your phone, but there's the HDMI connection. There's for the video. That's your serial to disk drive. That's an audio jack, and that's where you can put plug-in cartridges. If you had cartridges with a Commodore 64. And there's the side port. There's the power inlet, and then this toggle switch. It's a 3-function toggle switch, and you can put in your my old joysticks will be able to work on here, so I don't have to buy a new joystick. I got like 4 joysticks sitting upstairs in a box. And there's the keyboard itself. And then this is the ultimate, the Commodore 64 ultimate main menu. It's, this is new to it. This is the more modern version of what you can do with it. And along with it, the word processing was GEOS. They have GEOS. I have this program. I got the whole suite of GEOS with the, it's sort of like Windows, Microsoft Office. But this is the Microsoft Office of Commodore, the GEOS, because they have a graphics program on there for like Paint. You got a word processor. You got a so this is going to be this is already self-loaded into the Commodore 64 Ultimate. So there she is. Let's see. We got another video here. Okay, she's going around. I'm pretty excited about it. Pretty excited as far as that goes. And it's going to be a fun thing. And yeah, again, hats off to Commodore International. That this is going to a resurgence. And I just like what they have it to where you can interface it with your regular PC and stuff like that. So. And you can, as far as that goes. So, good morning, Tina. You're finally here. Yeah, good morning. Good find, Rich. Good to see. Yeah, well, I've been following them since the summertime when they made the announcement that Commodore was coming back and stuff like that. And Tina's just waking up. Okay, Tina, we started really early. We've been on for an hour and 20 minutes now. I'm just talking about the Commodore. And Double J's is saying good morning to Tina, our Jersey girl. She's just waking up. And Tina's saying hi to Double J's. And yeah, I started about 5:45. I got up early. We're just talking about what I've got coming in this morning between 10 and 2 o'clock, a Commodore 64 right there. I'll be getting one of the more modern and stuff like that. That's my belated Christmas gift that I was talking about earlier. And I may be doing an unboxing, but it'll be on Rumble only if I do get the package between 10 and 2. I should get the package. As far as that goes. And Tina says, nice, Rich. Yeah, I'm looking for it. That was my first computer 40 years ago, back in 1984, Tina. I still have the original one upstairs in the closet, and it's all chipped. This is more circuit board and stuff like that, but that one was all chips, and I got to get some new chips to bring it back to life and stuff like that. Just trying to find the new chips that are compatible and stuff like that. So I'm really excited about this. This is like Christmas Day for me right now. As far as that goes. What do we got here? Okay. So it's going to bring back all the good memories I had when I was playing around with Commodore. Lots of, yeah, I'm having fun. What's that?
BP, before Pam.
Yeah, the Commodore is BP, before the missus. So, huh? Yeah, I know. I just say that. It's before the misses. I say BM, before the misses. Actually, I should get another cup of coffee here. You know what? Hang on for a minute. I'm going to get a cup of coffee. I don't usually do this, but I'm sucking the coffee down because I have honey in it. And I'm in the kitchen now. I don't know if you can still hear me. I'm still talking loudly.
Yeah.
But I'm getting another cup of coffee. In celebration of me getting the Commodore 64 today, I'm having a third cup of coffee. I'm having my third cup of coffee here, folks. That'll get me to the end of the broadcast here. Because it's 7 o'clock. We're just on the first hour. We've been on for about an hour and a half almost here. And Tina said, stopped in to say hi. Okay. And Tina goes, wow. Yeah. My third cup. I'm excited. I'm going to have a good day today because I'll get this package. I think at 3 o'clock, I think 3. Is it 3? What time is that? Let me see something here. Hang on for a phone. There's supposed to be a gathering of folks for a chess tournament or chess club. They're trying to start. So I forgot what time that was.
3 to 5.
Oh, is it 3? Okay, 3 to 5. So that's what, 2 hours? I thought it was longer, 2 to 5. I thought it was 3 hours.
I thought it was 3 to 5.
Let me
You
see.
can check later.
I could check right now. Let's see. Katy Library. You're right, 3 to 5. How come I thought it was 2 to 5? Okay, that's 2 hours. So I'll probably be able to play one chess game. I got, they're trying to get a chess game going today. Is there any comments? There's only 5. Oh, there's one comment. Let's see what the comment is. Okay, they just said nice. I like that. Okay. Okay, so there we have that. And Tina, you're going to probably go over and see Hal. So, okay. And we're going to go ahead and see what else is in the news here as we got our second cup of coffee. And we got some more comments here. Let's see. Tina says, I think Hal is on, had at least. Oh, okay, I appreciate it, Tina. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, Hal, I didn't get no notifications as far as why am I getting those channels? Anyway, let me see. Let me check my Twitch. Twitch is, let's see, is Hal on Twitch? No, he's probably getting ready to go on. No, he might be coming on. I'm not sure. I'm all over the place here. Okay, let's see. Let's get back here and let. Oh, Big Juice! Hey, long time no see. How was Jamaica? I didn't go to Jamaica. I don't travel. I don't travel. That means getting on an airplane. I don't get on an airplane. And you're gonna have to watch the replay because I'm not gonna go through it again. I'm getting a Commodore 64 today. That was the big package. There may be an unboxing live, Steve, Rumble only. Just to let you know. If not, I will be showing it Friday as far as once I have it unpackaged. I got notification, but I talked about it and showed about it just before you coming into the broadcast there. So you're gonna have to watch the. Oh, he's on Facebook. Okay, Tina, he's on Facebook. Okay, how come? Oh, let's see. Did I get notification of him on Facebook? Oh, I have it on different. Let's see. Let's see. No, I got Tony. I guess I'm not following him. I thought I was following him on Facebook. Okay, yeah, he goes Facebook, then Twitch, and then YouTube. Okay, yeah, he does that multi thing. So, but hey, Big Juice, Tina saying hi to Steve. That's Big Juice coming in from the Buckeye State. Good to have you here, and Big Juice returning the hi back to Tina. And glad to have you here. We're just getting into the second half. I'm on my third cup of coffee, folks. I think this is the first being online. That third cup of coffee, folks. I'm getting pumped up for the Commodore. Okay, let's see what we have in the news here on Fox 40. I'm not seeing anything. No, there's nothing on Fox this morning other than 100 years ago, but we already had that. So let's go to WEBO. I got a new county legislator. They elect someone to take the person's chair, which I guess they do when there's a vacancy. The legislator appoint somebody. I think that's what happened to me when I got on the village board years back. I think did they?
They probably had elections.
No, I had the
No,
appoint,
I mean
and then
for
the
the
next
county.
one you got elected. Yeah. Free income tax preparation available in New York. But there, for all intents and purposes, nothing on WEBO. That's the radio station here in Owego, New York. No affiliation with them. Let's go to WNBF. Let's see. Big Juice says, "How was Christmas, New Year's, Rich? What did you get?" I'm going to be getting my Christmas present today, Big Juice. It's the Commodore 64 Ultimate. It's a new Commodore. Commodore is back, okay? Commodore International. Look up the Commodore 64 Ultimate on YouTube and Commodore International. That's the new Commodore company. And my Christmas, the missus is my Christmas and New Year's was very good. Thank you for asking. Appreciate it. Let's see. Let's go to WNBF. Anything on WNBF? There is nothing on there. So we're striking out here, folks. There's got to be something on WBNG. Let's see. WBNG. Anything? No, the same stuff. Traffic alert. We don't want traffic alerts. Let's see. When was that? January 5th. When was January 5th? Monday?
It's the 7th.
Yeah. They had a fire out in Oswego. It's just crap news. There's nothing really to come back to highlight.
That means there's not much going on.
Yeah, there's nothing going on.
Good. Huh? Good. That's a good thing, huh? Yeah.
Oh, they had the Speedy Fest draws record crowds at Festival of Lights. That was the 4th. There's nothing there. Okay. Let's go to WAAL, which is the same as same stories as WENY. That's a sister channel. Channel 34. Let's see. The good thing I talked about the Commodore. We're striking out here, folks. I'm not seeing anything really that's worth bringing up. Serious. It's all garbage news.
Filler news.
Huh?
Filler news. Till something big happens.
Well, the garbage, the crime and this and that, the worst. I don't like bringing it all up on, the crime and shit stuff. And then you got protests and all this other crap. Let's go to Elmira, to WENY. No affiliation again. Oh, in store using facial recognition. Okay, they're doing that. There's nothing there. Wow. Channel 18. Okay, we got one about ice fishing and skating there in Elmira. Let's go ahead and go to that one. Yeah, fishing and skating. Let's go ahead and go with this one. As far as that goes. So let me bring it up here. Let's bring this one up. Fishing and here we go. Here we go. Channel 18. This is out in Elmira, New York.
Ice fishing and skating are now open at the Park Station Lake in the town of Erin. Chemung County Executive Chris Moss sent out a notice today that says the lake is open from 8 to 4:30 every day. The park is also open for cross-country skiing and hiking. All of the activities are as long as weather permits, and as you saw, it's going to get warmer. There's no entry fee during the winter. All children under 12 must have an adult with them.
Okay, so they got skating and ice fishing, and let's just say between yesterday and today, I would not be out on the pond because it's going to be warm. So the ice is going to be melting a little bit. So that's out in Elmira, one of their parks there. And as far as that goes, and so we got our first story about ice fishing and skating, but it's warmer weather. You can see it's getting light out right now. Let's see. And it's cloudy, overcast. So let me go ahead and I don't see gray out there. Okay. All right, she's not out there. Okay, let's see what else we got on channel 18. Anything else? We went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 web pages. Oh, crew respond to a house fire Tuesday. Let's go ahead and go to this one.
Elmira Fire Crew. Elmira Fire. Elmira.
Oh, we'll bring this one up.
Elmira fire crews are still on the scene of a house fire that started a couple of hours ago in the city. The fire was reported around 3:30 this afternoon. Our 18 News photojournalist was there. It's unknown right now if animals or people were inside. We'll have more information on the fire as soon as it's made available on our website.
Okay, so this took place the other day, and it looks like the majority of the fire is up on the second floor. Let's see. Yeah, there's a firefighter up there. Heavy smoke, or not really heavy smoke, but they got a ladder truck. Oh, actually, they got the wires underneath the ladder. That can be dangerous right there. I'm sure they called the electric company to shut off the electric for that area. Usually, they couldn't get the ladder any closer. But it looks like there's no roof. No fire on the roof. It's just smoke coming out. It looks like it's on the second floor. And it looks like there's a little bit of flame that was right out. I don't know if that's just, looks like there was some flames coming out there. So it might have started down in this room. But it's up. You got smoke up here in the attic area. So let's see what else. This says crews responded. So let's see.
Elmira fire crews.
Okay, that's just,
Elmira.
Just a video. They don't have any verbiage and stuff like that. So, but that took place Tuesday. It was Tuesday afternoon. So that was yesterday afternoon that that was breaking news there in Elmira, New York. That's about 25, 30 minutes to the west of where I'm at here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Deplorable, hey, how we doing, my friend? Deplorable's here. Good morning to you, sir. Coming in from Bradford, Massachusetts. Good morning. No problem. No problem being late. You can always watch the replay. We haven't had any real news here. That was the second article. I'm halfway, more than halfway through my news pages that I have no affiliation with because I've been talking so much about the Commodore, which is a good thing. I'm going to be getting a package just to give you a quick update. A package today, the Commodore 64 Ultimate. I'm getting the new Commodore 64 that the company is back, and I'm getting one of the versions of the Commodore that they're producing. Google Commodore 64 Ultimate, and then go to YouTube and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's the new Commodore 64. 40 years later, it's returning, folks. More modern. I'm excited. That's the big news for me right now. That's the Christmas gift I kept alluding to that I was going to get before Christmas. It's coming today between 10 and 2 from FedEx. So, but love the flags. Thank you very much for being here. Deplorable coming in from Bradford. Are you enjoying the warm weather? I know you got the warm. We got warm. It's probably wet like it is here. It's a little windy out there. It's probably about 5-6 miles per hour right now because you can see right there. That's my wind indicator. It's between 5 and 10 miles per hour right now. Okay, I think that's it for My Twin Tiers channel 18 out there in Elmira. Nothing on there. Nothing on there. Kiss 102. Nothing there. Oh, I forgot to do sports. I'm going to the Country 106 page, and they just remind me I got to do the sports here. We got to do the sports. And, of course, this is the channel there. Bills and Jaguars will kick off this Saturday for, is it Saturday or... Let me see here. What day is it? This is what we've been waiting for, been watching for all season. The Bills have punched their ticket to the NFL playoffs, and they start this weekend. Here's everything you need to know. It's going to be Sunday, Sunday, January 11th, 2026 at 1 p.m. It's going to be in Everett Bank Stadium down there in Jacksonville, Florida. The game will be aired on CBS and Paramount Plus. Jim Nantz and Tony Romo will be the main play-by-play and analysts, and Tracy Wolfson will be on the sideline. And so a lot of people consider this announcing crew to be one of the best. I think they are. Jim Nantz, he's a good guy. It consists of Jim Nantz doing the play-by-play, Tony Romo, former quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, color commentator. Tony Wolfson does the sideline reporting. Tony Romo is fantastic with how he predicts plays, and he does a good job. It's like he's the quarterback. He knows exactly what that quarterback's doing, and dissecting them to explain what happens after the fact. And Nantz is easily one of the sports best voices, and he is. I love Jim. I love Jim Nantz. He's a great guy, great individual there, and that's over there on 106.5 up there in Buffalo, Niagara. Give me a reminder of the sports, and let's go ahead and hit the sports here. First, we're going to do NBA. Let's do NBA action here. NBA. And let's see. Deplorable says the weather out there is not bad out. That's good. That's the same here. It's pretty nice. So enjoyable weather yesterday. I had a nice walk. I plan on having I miss Madden too. You got to mention him in football. I miss Madden. Madden was he was the greatest announcer. God, it was just enjoyable listening to him. Remember, he would dissect with the scribbles on the screen. God bless him and Godspeed. John Madden, a great football announcer. He was good. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go to NBA action. Oh, let's see. Let's bring this up. Yeah, we're right there. Okay. NBA action. Let's see. As of Monday night, the Knicks lost to the Pistons on Monday night, 121-90. Celtics beat the Bulls 115-101. And last night, we had none of my teams played. Tonight, we're going to have the Celtics are playing the Nuggets. The New York Knicks are playing the Clippers. The Brooklyn Nets are playing the Magic. And I don't see Cleveland in there. The Cavaliers. Where are they playing? They haven't played at all Cavaliers played yesterday. They beat the Pacers 120. That's Big Juice's team right there. Okay, in NHL. NHL for Monday night. The Rangers lost to the Mammoth. And then last night we had the Sabres. They beat the Canucks 5-3. All right, Canucks. Buffalo Sabres. They won last night. New York Islanders. Wow, 9-0 against the Devils. That's a big score in hockey, isn't it? Buffalo Bruins. They lost to the Kraken 4-7 last night. So tonight we're going to have none of those teams that I just mentioned are playing tonight. Bruins will be playing tomorrow at 7. Buffalo Sabres are playing the Rangers tomorrow at 7. I might have to watch that one. I always say that, though, don't I? New York Islanders are playing the Predators tomorrow at 8. And we'll come back Friday to see what's going on with them. Of course, NFL action. You know, I was watching the replay because I did not see the game of the year from what all the sports talking heads are talking about was Pittsburgh against Buffalo. And Pittsburgh against the Ravens, I should say. I'm sorry. And there was a bit of news there in yesterday concerning the fallout of that game, and that was concerning. Let's see, where is this? That was concerning this gentleman right here. The Ravens football coach was fired. John Halbrook fired Ravens who are top candidates to replace him. But he's going to go to another. Pete Carroll, I guess he got dropped after one season from Las Vegas, so I could see him going to Las Vegas. So that dropped yesterday afternoon. This was posted yesterday on my X feed at Fireman Rich about an hour after it dropped, and so that's some big news there, folks, as far as that goes. But I watched a replay on YouTube there of the last quarter because I slept. I went to bed early, and oh my God, that last kick with 2 seconds left, they couldn't chip it in to win the game. So there was an interview, and I got my hats off to Aaron Rodgers, very respectable and down to earth as far as his after game, praising the Ravens as a tough team, and as far as that goes, and the deplorable says, "Rest in peace, Ravens. They will be bad without him." Yeah, I'm interested. Deplorable. Where is he going afterwards? There's a bunch of openings. Did you hear about Carroll? He got dropped like a rock from the Raiders, even though they won their last game. I guess he's not getting it done there in Las Vegas. But I'm sure. I'm sure he'll. The former coach of the Baltimore Ravens will be finding another spot as far as that goes. But that was some game. Even watching it on YouTube, the final, and they couldn't get it done. 2 seconds left, because I could imagine Aaron Rodgers like, "Oh, they just chip him. We lost this game." You know, you're sitting there. It's almost a sure thing, and it just veered off to the right. It's like, holy crap. So. And if Pittsburgh would have lost that game and the Ravens would have gone in, the coach of the Ravens would still be employed, where probably the coach from the Pittsburgh Steelers would have been canned. So it's an interesting twist there. So I already talked about the scores Monday about the football, but this weekend we got wild card weekend. Starting Saturday, the Rams will be playing the Panthers at 4:30, and then Saturday night at 8 will be Packers and Bills. Monday or Sunday at 1 o'clock. This is the game I'll be watching. Bills and Jaguars at 1 o'clock. That's a big game for the Bills here to advance. And then at 4:30, 49ers and Eagles. That should be a good game. I think that both of those teams lost. I don't know if they didn't have their starters playing or what. And Sunday at 8 o'clock. You have Chargers and Patriots. That should be a pretty decent game. And then Monday night, Texans and Steelers. Can the Steelers beat the Texans? And I guess that's in Pittsburgh. So Texans have a good defense. So that's what's happening there on the NFL football. And we do have one more football, and that is the Manchester City Football Club, which I've been a little lax. I missed their last game. They're the soccer team that I follow. There's a game today against Brighton in the Premier League at 2:30. So I got to write that down. 2:30 p.m. Well, I'm going to be busy probably. I'm going to be busy with my Commodore 64. And then I could watch that though. 2:30, and then I got to go to the soccer or the chess gathering, Manchester City. And let's see, what do we got here? Oh, Hal Massa is on. Okay, and that's where Tina's at. Okay. And let's see, what do we got here? Big Jew says, how about did he get a sack? Did he get the sack record? Okay, Browns. Let's see. Deplorable said Browns fired. Oh, they. Okay, that's right. He did. Okay, thank you, Deplorable. Yeah, I know there was another coach. Did he get his? Oh, he did. Okay, he did get his. So he has a record. Okay, because I know Strahan. Okay, very good. That's pretty cool. He did. Okay, congratulations to Miles Garnett, who he has the most sacks in the NFL history as far as that go. I know he skipped over Strahan, who had the record before, so that's pretty cool. Good deal. Thank you for that information, Big Juice, and thank you for the coaching update there, Deplorable. We're getting some activity on the football here. That's about all the Browns did this season, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, we'll see if the Browns, maybe they might get the Ravens coach. Would that be a good thing, Big Juice? Getting Hallbrook from the Ravens, going to the Browns. I don't know. I don't know if that would be a good thing for the Browns. You're a Browns fan, so I'd like to see him go to the Jets. I don't think the Jets coach is gonna. I'm Big Juice. I'm seeing you got blocked on that one word BEAT. I guess it's censored. How about the Browns, Rich? The Bengals and Myers got the sack record. Okay. Yeah, the Automod took. Just to let you know, Big Juice, the Automod tagged that. You tried a second time, just to let you know. As far as that goes, just wanted to let you know. I just noticed that. Yeah, it's because of that one word. That's in the Automod. It's probably because of the word BEAT. Okay, I'm not going to say it, and you know why they probably are automodding it. I'm just saying. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, that's Manchester City. Like I said, they play today at 2:30. That's soccer. That's in the Premier League over in the UK. They're 6 points behind. Ansel has 48 points with first place. Manchester City is second with 42, and Aston Villa is at 42 also, but they're third. Liverpool is fourth. And then they play again. When do they play again? They play Newcastle in the European Football League Cup semifinals Tuesday, which is next week, the 13th. Yeah, that's next Tuesday. And Newcastle, I think they're in the Premier League, aren't they? Yeah, Newcastle's ninth in the Premier League, but there's another league going on, the European Cup is going on. So just to let you know, I am a Manchester City football fan, and I do enjoy following them. Let's see. Let's finish up with the news. We had Power 106. What about? Let's see. Some more. The Bills will be traveling. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, after defeating the New York Jets on Sunday and locking into a 6th seed in the AFC playoff pictures, the Buffalo Bills are set for another playoff match with the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday. And despite finishing the 2025 season with a 12-5 record, the Bills failed to secure a 6th straight AFC championship. That 12-5 record would, in other divisions, would be a but it lost to the New England Patriots, who capped off their year with an impressive 14-3 record, going after 4-13 on their start. The Bills returned to Jacksonville for the first time since 2021, where Buffalo laid an egg against the Jaguars team that finished their season 3-14 under head coach Urban Meyer, who was fired after going 2-11 to start that season. That day saw quarterback Josh Allen struggling mighty, going 31 for 47. The Bills haven't won a game in Jacksonville since 2013 campaign, where Buffalo's beat the Jaguars 27-7. So it's going to be interesting. The Bills did, however, beat the Jacksonville in their last matchup, which came at the start of the 2024 season, 47-10. But that's 2 years ago, at Highmark Stadium, which is no more. The game saw Allen have a monstrous day for Buffalo with 23 out of 30, 263 yards, 4 touchdown passes, leading the AFC Offense Player of the Year honors for the NFL. So this is going to be pretty exciting for Buffalo Bills fans, and as far as that goes. And let's see, what do we got on the thing? Oh, let's see, what do we have over here? Anything? Let's see. Let's see what's in today's edition. Let me talk about Iran. Iran protests is expanding. The death toll from the clashes between Iranian security guards, I guess they've been put on warning by President Trump. But where is that? Oh, there it is. Between Iran security forces and protesters reportedly rose to at least 36 people yesterday. As anti-government demonstrations expand to include sit-ins at Tehran's Grand Bazaar, more than 1,200 people have been detained across more than 50 towns and cities. The unrest began December 28th as Iran's currency fell to a record low of over 1.44 million to the U.S. dollar. You got to have 1.44 million to $1 U.S. dollar. The rally has since plunged further, reaching another record low yesterday. Inflation reached 52.6%. Oh my God. No wonder they're protesting last month. According to official figures, the economic crisis comes after the UN reimposed sanctions in September following alleged Iranian violations of the 2015 nuclear deal, including illegal ballistic missile tests. The sanctions include restricting Iran's oil sales, and I guess that's probably affected them, and access to global finances. Amid the currency freefall, the country's central bank last week ended exchange rate subsidies and importers, costs that will likely soon pass on to consumers. So I'm following this, and it's surprising that this isn't being reported more. It's not, and yeah, that's senseless. Yeah, I think the revolt. I think I saw a report that the head guy, whatever they call him, the Ayatollah or whatever, they're saying if he has to bug out, he's bugging out to Russia. So they already know where he's going after the fact. So this must be getting some backing, because it's only 36. I remember when they did this, Double J's, when they had that weekend of green, when they first started protesting, they were killing hundreds of them. They shut down their internet and stuff. This is coming out. So this is going to be good. Imagine buying a loaf of bread. You need you need a wheelbarrow. Remember that thing with the wheelbarrow? For $1, you need to fill this wheelbarrow. Oh my God, that's unreal. It's unreal. I mean, they're probably doing a barter system. Hey, you want a couple loaves of bread? Well, give me that chicken. That's probably how they're doing their economy there out in the country and stuff. I am following this. I'm interested in this. I hope Iran. I know they don't have to like America or whatever, but they need to become. And there's some smart people in Iran and stuff. Just like there's some smart people down there in Venezuela getting their act together. So I like seeing that, because freedom is ringing, and Iran is overdue, and they need to be they need to come back to be a part of the world community, and they can't in their current structure and stuff like that. And Double J's, you can't stop people fury no matter what. Yeah, and this might be the case and stuff like that, Double J. So I am following this. I may be talking more about this on. To be more specific on what my feelings are. I'm not a fan of the current Iranian government and stuff like that, because Iran first came came face on back when I was just entering the Air Force. I was overseas when they took the hostages. That wasn't a pleasant time back then. I could tell you when they took the hostages back in the early 80s, I was in the military. I thought we were going to war. We had the feeling in the military that we were going to go to war with Iran, and we didn't. We didn't. So peace through strength. Of course, Iraq and Iran went to war, and that was just ridiculous, back and forth and stuff like that. But we'll keep tabs on that as far as that goes. And we're coming up on 2 hours here. And Double just says, yeah, I appreciate your Hello America stream on Rumble. Things you don't talk about on other platforms, you say, oh, yeah, I feel safe here on Rumble, Double J's. And if you've been watching, if you've been listening, you can see how I feel about it. Even stronger emphasis on what I say here as far as that goes, because I love my country. We have our problems here in this country. I'll admit that we have, but we are, and for me, the United States of America is the best country for this this blue marble that we live on, because it's a beacon of hope for other countries, and hopefully it's a beacon for those folks there in Iran as well as down there in Venezuela. So you don't have to like us, but we want to be your friends. We want to help you out and stuff. We don't want to, this bit that we're in charge of Venezuela. No, Venezuelan people are in charge of their country and stuff, but we want them to be free and prosper, just like just like here in the States. And I agree what you have to say in facts, and I try and present the facts. And I'll tell you when I disagree with it. It's my like I said, these people that get live streamed, Double J's, what I'm talking about. It's their opinion. It's my opinion, full disclosure and stuff. But I'm not going to candy coat the truth or twist the truth. I'm going to tell you like it is. Like the fact is, I can tell you there's some people that will say that, oh, there's nothing wrong with Putin. It's the Ukrainians. Well, Ukrainians, they're not friendly people. They're not. I don't think they're. I think the Ukrainian people themselves, but their government, I'm not sure. They need to make peace. They want to make peace now. But the person that started that war, the fact is, it was Putin. He's a dirtbag. I don't like him. I remember when I was in the Air Force, we would see reports of when he was with the KGB. The guy is a cutthroat. He's not a world leader. I don't like him. Full disclosure. Okay. The Russians could do better. He is another one. He's keeping people on, he wants to bring back the old Soviet Union and stuff. And that's not good for the world. He promotes things and stuff like that. And he's not as big as he thinks he is. China, on the other hand, we don't like each other. We're adversaries, and we get along with each other and stuff like that. But I think the Chinese leader there, or whatever I can't think of his name. He's smarter than Putin. And anybody that says Putin is a good guy, you better go look yourself in the mirror again. That's all I got to say. I know there's a few people out there, Double J's, and you know who I'm talking about. They've been out of the United States too long. You can't hate people based on where they're from. Exactly, yeah. But it's on their deeds. Putin, from day one. I've known about Putin back in the 80s when he was in charge of the KGB. He's not a good person, folks. He is not a good person. We all share this big blue marble. We have nowhere else. Exactly, unless Elon can push the starships a little bit faster. I don't think we're going anywhere soon. I agree, Double J's. That's a good one. But I guess we're done with the news here. It was sort of shaky with the news there. We'll see what happens Friday. It's the start of the new year, so like I said, I am following. I'm still following what's going on in Venezuela. I think Venezuela is over with. We're just it's just all fallout to see what type of government those people decide to stay with. But the guy was they captured Maduro. We never recognized the government even back during the Biden administration. Biden's the one that put a $25 million bounty on his head and stuff like that. So these Democrats are saying they disagree. Well, that's your opinion. Big Juice says, "Hey, Rich, don't forget about your buddy Liam too. Maybe you should say hello to him, and then we'll save that for Friday. Is he still on? Yeah, Liam is still on. Yeah, yeah. I'm at my 2 hours, and I need to get a walk in here before 10 o'clock. So, but Liam is on. I'll save that for Friday. Friday. I'll pop in to say hi to Liam on Friday and stuff like that. So, let's see. But with that, I think that's about it, folks. I think we are done as far as that goes, and we're going to get our day started here. I still have half a cup of coffee here till 3 cups of coffee on the show. I've never done that before. It's always been 2. Usually after the broadcast, I do have a third cup. I'm planning on having another cup after I get back from my walk this morning. Okay, we have a total of 9 folks on the broadcast. We got 2 people on Rumble, 1 person on local. We got 2 people on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Who's on YouTube? We had Tim Fan on YouTube, but nobody else. But we got 2 people over there, it looks like. Yep, 2 people on the YouTube. And so I appreciate the views there. I want to say thank you to our good friend Tony D, my brother veteran, my good friend, fellow broadcaster there. Tony D was in the house from Warner Robins, Georgia. Thank you, Tony. Greatly appreciate. Tim Fan 40, he was here. He's got a new job. He's a contractor. I guess he's in maintenance now. What did he say? He had 200 units. Yeah, 200 units he's taken care of. He fixed like 30 showers, 30 shower valves in a day here this last week. So congratulations on your new job there with benefits, Tim. Great to hear that. Double J's, thank you very much, my friend. Greatly appreciate you in the chat, as always, coming in from an undisclosed location. Greatly enjoy your input and your observations and stuff like that. Thank you very much. Be safe and take care as we continue through this week. And as we go down the list, we're seeing who else do we? Oh, Tina, she popped in. She was a little late, but she still popped in to say hello. Thank you, Tina. Our Jersey girl was here. And I think we had we had Big Juice first. Big Juice coming in from the Buckeye State of Ohio. Thank you, Big Juice. Greatly appreciated, my friend. You take care as well. Deplorable coming in from Bradford, Pennsylvania, in the northeast or northwest portion of right across the border from Olean, New York, which is where St. Bonaventures is at. So thank you, Deplorable, as far as being here, and Big Juice. And what's Double J saying? Yeah, thank you to Double J says thanks. Enjoy. Okay, Double J's, thank you. Enjoyed the yeah. Well, I'll be showing it if it comes in today. I'll be showing it off. I'll have it hooked up here to the big screen. Maybe I might be, if I got to find another stool here. If I set it here, I can plug it in and I can put it right here, the screen. I can use my capture card because I'm a little more familiar with the capture card. But you two take care. We will meet again. Yes, definitely, Double J's, definitely. And Big Juice says, enjoy the new underwear you got for Christmas too. Okay. Okay, Big Juice. You got me. You snagged me on that one. All right, folks. Rich Robert, I want to say thank you for the people that are watching. And we're ending with 5 people on Rumble. Thank you, Rumble. Rumble rocks. Rumble is tops in my book. I love Rumble. Thank you, Rumble. And thank you for the folks that are watching on the replay. And those that are listening to the audio replay. We still got the audio going? Yeah, the audio's still going. Okay. I didn't forget to turn on the Audacity. So we repurpose the broadcast over there on Spotify for creators. It's Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. And I'm also over on X, at Fireman Rich. That's my mainstay for posting on social media feeds, at Fireman Rich on X. And just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see where else I'm at. I'm all over the place here. All right, folks. Rich Roberts wishing you all well. You all have a great one wherever you may be. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care. And we're skating out of here on skateboard. Ciao for now. There it is. Have a great day, folks. We'll be back Wednesday or Friday for the Friday morning coffee. Ciao for now.